Next one up is 2001 Silverado. We're gonna cut out and replace the welded C-notch that it currently has. We're gonna replace it with a monster reckless notch, some bridge bars, and we're gonna put some lowering shackles on the rear to get the rear down some more. Yeah, this looks like a fun little truck, a little rowdy truck. Well, for the first time, I ran into a snag with pulling the bed bolts. The bed bolt decided to seize with the caster nut inside of this rail. So I'm gonna cut the bolt. Bed will be secured with 7 more bolts. It'll be fine. All right, well, this is as far as I've gotten until the Harbor Freight Sawzall decided to take a dump. The one I had before that lasted like 10 years. It finally died, so I got a new one maybe a couple years ago, and yeah, well, quality went to crap. But I'm almost done cutting out the welded C-notch so I can put in some reckless monster notches. So I guess it's off to Harbor Freight to get a new Sawzall. All right, so we're back. Went ahead and got the new Sawzall. I don't know if you noticed, but in my time-lapse video, the Harbor Freight jack I got a year or so ago decided it don't want to hold pressure anymore. Check the fluid, there's no air, so I ain't got time to rebuild it. This one, I was lucky enough to get, it's open box, so I got it for the price of replacing this one. It's a little bigger, size-wise. It's got a longer, lower deck. So I'm ready to open it up and see what the new one's like. Get this saw out and start cutting this the rest of the way off. All I have left is down below on each side. And then we can get that out, cleaned up. Like I said, we'll weld on the reckless notch. And then we'll start on the other side. Not a bad notch that they had installed prior. I'm cutting it out so it can be reused. I'm calling it a night tonight. We'll get back on it tomorrow and finish it up. Now that wasn't too bad. Got this one mostly welded in. All the outsides are done. I'll cut the driver's side out next and do the same thing. Once I get this one in, just like that one, I'll go ahead and cut out the centers. Then we will put in these plates. And then we also have these bridge bars that are gonna go across between them. Support bars, you can put shocks on them. Eventually you can do bag mounts to them. And we're also gonna be installing, once we're finished with this, some drop shackles so he can go even lower in the rear. We'll also cut the hole in the bed. So we got a little bit more to go, but we'll get this knocked out today. Well, did what I could for now. So we have to take a little small break to get some wire. I have it here. I always keep spare because you definitely don't want to have to go to the store to get more material mid-job. So I'll get this loaded up and we'll get this one finished welded. The only ones I have left is that weld and then that one. All the rest, and then I'll cut out the centers and plate it. So let's change this wire. Notches are in, welded up. Next, we're gonna prep the bridge bars. They'll need to be cut down to length. They go one over here, one over here. But show you some of my welds. Need some work done, let me know. Can weld you some notches in here soon. We're actually gonna be having our own notches. So it'll be a one-stop shop. You know, get the notches here and have them installed. But I don't have a date on that yet, so stay tuned though, because we do have stuff in the works. Notch and crossbars are on. Factory brake line brackets back on. Right now we're starting to replace the factory shackles with these drop shackles. All right, we're done. Definitely took longer than expected, but things happen. Sitting 2 inches lower in the rear now. All right, we'll see you on the next one.